Hi friends, welcome back to my channel on mathematical statistics and statistical softwares. In this video I will explain multiplication theorem of probability. In the before video I will explain addition theorem for probability. In this video I will explain multiplication theorem of probability. This is the introduction of my video. In the previous lesson we have studied the addition theorem of probability for mutually exclusive events as well as for those events which are not mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means common points. In many situations, we want to find the probability of simultaneous occurrences of two or more events. Sometimes the information is available that an event A has occurred and one is required to find the probability of occurrences of another event B utilizing the information about event A is called conditional. This is the definition of conditional probability. We can see all things. Such a probability is known as a conditional probability. In this lesson, we shall discuss the important concepts of conditional probability of an event, which will be helpful in understanding the concept of multiplication theorem of probability as well as independence of events. Now, first we can see what is the conditional probability, then we can go for multiplication theorem for independence and dependence. See, this is the conditional probability. The probability that A occur given that event B has occurred in is called the probability conditional probability of A given B. This is the formula for conditional probability. You can understand the definition. You can easily remember this. The probability that A occurs given that event B has occurred already. This is the general definition of conditional probability. This is probability of A given B equal to probability of A intersection B divides probability of B. Here always probability of B not equal to 0. If probability of B is equal to 0, this formula is not applicable. This formula will not applicable. See, this is given symbol. Probability of A given B. Now we can see some examples. See, toss a fire coin twice. I will define two events: A head on second toss, B head on first toss. Toss a fire coin twice means here we get 4 sample space. 4 is our sample space. This is head head, head trail, trail head, and trail trail. Now probability of A defines head on second toss means here we get head on second toss. Here head on first toss means here we get means 1 by 2 chance is there. Now we can observe this is total is 1 by 4 1 by 4. The probability of A given B is 1 by 2 and probability of A not B is also 1 by 2. 1 minus half is 1 by 2. This is meaning probability of A does not change whether B happens or not. See here A and B are independent. A and B are independent. Now we can see one example for dependent. A bowl contains 5 M's, 2 red and 3 blue balls. Here see 3 blue balls and 2 red balls. Randomly selected 2 candidates and defined that second candy is red, first candy is blue. Here we can say that see probability of A given B, probability of second ball is red and first is blue. Here we get 2 by 4 because total reds are 2. Total reds are 2 given 4. A ball contains 5. So 2 reds and 3 balls. Okay, this will be clear. Now, probability of A given not B means probability of second red and first red is 1 by 4. Here you get 4 balls. Here you get 1 ball. Here events are dependent. Now we can define the independence definition. We can redefine the independence in terms of conditional probability. Here this is the formula. Two events A and B are independent if and only if probability of A given B equal to probability of A or probability of B given A equal to probability. How it will become? We know that probability of A intersection B means probability of A intersection B divides probability of B. If events are independent, then this will be right as multiplication of two probabilities, then probability of B and probability of B cancel out, then finally you get probability of A. Here also same like this. Otherwise they are dependent. If we cannot get this value probability of A or probability of B, then we can say that they are independent. Once you decide whether or not two events are independent, you can use the following rule to calculate their intersection. This is one rule. For any two events A and B, the probability that both A and B occur, this is dependent cases. See, this is formula. Probability of A intersection B equal to probability of A multiplies probability of given that A already occurred. This is formula. Probability of A into probability of B given by, this is multiplication rule for intersections. See, if the event A and B are independent, then the probability of that both A and B occurred is, this is, if events are independent, then we get multiplication of both. This is simple example. In a certain population, 10% of the people can be classified as being a high risk for a heart attack. Three peoples are randomly selected from this population. What is the probability that exactly one of the three are high risk? See, I define one variable, one event H, high risk, and N is not high risk. See, probability of exactly one high risk. Probability of exactly one risk is probability of high risk. I am selected three people, so here I get 3 points. Three simple events: high risk, not high risk, not high risk. This is chances. Probability of not high risk, high risk, not high risk. Here also not high risk, not high risk. Here high risk. See, now these all are independent, so we can multiply all. Probability of A, B, C equal to probability of A into probability of B into probability of C formula. You know all these points. High risk is 0.1, 10% means 0.1, not high risk means 0.9, 1 minus. Here we get, finally we got 0.243. This is one simple example. This is also same like this. You can see, you can understand this example. So now we can go to most important theorem, that is Bayes theorem, also called as Bayes rule. This is the definition of Bayes theorem. Let S1, S2 and S3, Sk are mutually exclusive and exhaustive events with prior probability. Here we know already prior probabilities, probability of S1 and probability of S2, and so probability of Sk. If an event A occurs, the posterior probability of Si, this is the formula. We are probability, what is general formula for probability of A given B is, probability of A given B is probability of A intersection B divides probability of B. Okay. Here probability B value we can change by applying some definitions. Before that, here probability of intersection B, we can write it as probability of A into probability of B given A. No change meaning, so we can write like this. Finally we got this. See, this is a simple proof. For probability of B, we got this value, summation like this, because of by prior probability condition. Now we can see one simple example from a previous example, means from independent example. From this example we know that only 49% of the populations are female from this example. See, I am defining three variables. H means high risk, F means female, M means male. See, we know that probability of F is 0.49. See, 0.49. Probability of males are remaining. 1 minus 0.49 is 0.51. Here probability of high risk given female, here the given females, for of the females 8%, so 0.08. For males 0.12%. Now we, by applying formula, we can directly get all values. This is the one simple example for Bayes theorem. From next video onwards, we can discuss about random variable and types of random variable, continuous, discrete, distribution function, all things we discussed. Up to now, probability is generally enough. There is some more theorems also are there, like Boole's inequality, Bessel's theorem, total law of total probability. That all theorems we can discuss it at a time after some time. Thank you for watching. If you are viewing first time my videos, please subscribe my videos and share to your friends.